So one of my favorite TV shows back in the day, and even up to this day, that I watch a lot of reruns, is Andy Griffith. And we all know the theme. It kind of goes like, okay, enough of that. Because it really wasn't about the theme. It was about the whistle. So if you saw my whistle, you might realize that my lip is a little bit crooked when I whistle. Most of the time when people whistle, they have the hole right in the center of their mouth. Not me. And there's a reason for that. There's a story for that. And so I'm going to explain to you why I can't whistle straight, why I whistle crooked. Whistle pretty good, but it's crooked. So when I was a little kid, about younger kid, my daddy always had nice cars, always had nice motorcycles, and I loved the motorcycles. Anytime I could jump on the back and ride and cruise with my pops on the back of that motorcycle, I was all in. So I was like, Daddy, I want a motorcycle. Would you give me a motorcycle? He's like, I ain't getting you no motorcycle. And so I'm at the house one day. I'm 8 years old. Never forget it. Remember it like it was yesterday. And Daddy comes home in his truck. In the back of the truck was a little mini bike. And I'm like, oh, is that mini bike? Is that mine? Daddy comes and he says, got your mini bike. He said, listen to me. I gotta go to work now. I don't want you to even think about getting on that motorcycle or that mini bike until I teach you how to ride it. Because I know you. So don't get on the mini bike until I teach you how to ride it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I ain't gonna get on it. Of course, he takes off to work. It's just me and the mini bike. And I'm looking at the mini bike. Like he said, don't ride it. He said, don't mess with it. And the mini bike, I feel like the mini bike is talking to me. Fry, little Fry. It won't hurt if you just take one little spin. If you just give it one little whirl around the block. I'm like, no. Daddy said don't ride it. Daddy said don't ride it. Go in the house. Mini bike. Little Fry, come on. Take me for one spin around the block. And as I keep hearing this voice, I keep getting closer and closer to the mini bike. Before I know it, I'm sitting on the seat of the mini bike. Mind you, I'm 8 years old, so I really don't know why I even had any mini bike at that age anyway. But I did. And then I was kind of unsupervised. I don't know where everybody was at. But that's beside the point. So, I find myself on the mini bike. And coming to the garage door is up. And so, I don't know how I started. I guess somehow I knew how to start it. I guess I've been watching my pops all these years. I just knew what I was doing. So I'm like, it won't hurt if I just take it for, I just one spin around the block. So, vroom, get it going. Come out of my driveway. I make a left. I'm just gonna make a quick little block. I'm just gonna go around the block. 4 little turns, whatever the case may be. So I'm off and running. Oh man, it's a beautiful day. I'm rolling, I'm smiling, grinning, ear to ear. I make the first right turn. I'm still rolling. I don't know how fast I'm going, but I know I'm having a great time. I'm feeling that breeze, and I'm just the happiest kid in the world. Make the second turn. Hey, only one more turn, and I can come back up the street, get it back in the garage. Daddy know I would have never know I even rode the mini bike. That's my thought process. But if I don't know what happened. But as I was going down there, after I made that second turn, I don't know if I turned I kicked into another gear. I got super excited. I was going really fast. But somehow, as I was making that third turn, didn't go so well. Woo! Next thing you know, your boy didn't hit the curb. I'm on my back, and I'm like, oh. And then neighbors come running out there, you okay? Yo, you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. And so he called my daddy, I'm laying down on back. He comes and gets me. Of course, he comes and picks me up on a motorcycle. So at that time, I'm not really too fond of motorcycles. Takes me back to the house. I got this big old cut in my lip. And I'm keeping my composure. I hadn't started crying. He's like, I told you not to ride that mini bike. And he puts me in the car, and I think everything's okay. I know I'm bleeding at the lip. I know we got to go to the doctor. I got to get some stitches. But when he closes the door, it's like the door shuts, boom, pain just hit me from all angles. And I just He said, boy, if you don't shut up, I told you not to ride that bike. Pain hit me. I just started crying like a little bitty baby. And I had to get these stitches, and my lip was swole. And it was just the worst thing ever. Daddy didn't have to get me because life got me. And he told me, I told you that a hard head makes a soft behind. And I ain't even got to whoop you behind because life done already kicked your butt. Look at your lip. You better not be drinking after me because I can smell your lip. And it was just bad. And so now, yeah, I still got the battle scar right here. So when I whistle, it's a good whistle, but it's not straight. And my lip has always been crooked. And then I had to listen to the guys make jokes. They still make jokes to me about that this day. Fred, you remember that one time when your lip got hung on the fence, on that gate? Well, y'all better chill out. So all these jokes, and they because I was okay, but I was hard-headed. I didn't listen. And I had to play the cost to be what I thought was the boss. It was a great ride, but in hindsight, it definitely was not worth it. So that incident taught me a huge lesson in life. And I'm sure you have your own stories that have taught you. But the question is, are you still doing whatever it is that you want to do? Are you still living life with reckless abandon, with no thought or care for what the result will be? If that's you, I'm telling you right now, to your face, stop. Because this fight is fixed. You will never ever defeat life at its own game. So it's in your best interest to play the game right. Heard the great Zig Ziglar say, they don't call them the 10 suggestions. They call them the 10 commandments. And I promise you, no matter what your religious beliefs are, if you follow those rules, your ride will go from that of a crazy roller coaster to a smooth luxury car. So I implore you, stop being set in your ways. Because like my daddy told me, a hard head makes a real soft behind. And that's the clean version.